Hi, this is Mr. Coursey. Today we're going to learn how to do some text effects using Fireworks. What we're going to learn is, using Fireworks, how to use the different text filters and create drop shadows, inner shadows, glows, inner glow, outer bevel, inner bevel, inset emboss, raise emboss, noise, gradient, and motion blur. And then we're going to export them as GIFs into a folder and then create a web page like this that displays them with a description. The first thing you need to have is your directions page. Be sure to follow each step closely. First thing on the list is to open up Fireworks. Once Fireworks is open, go File, New, and then your new document panel pops up. You're going to create an image that has 200 pixels wide and 100 pixels high, 72 pixels per inch resolution, and a transparent background. Then click OK. Your window should pop up. Notice you got these checkers on the background. Don't be alarmed. That is just the universal symbol for transparency. When you export, these checkers will not be there. It's just whenever you use a transparent document in any graphic software, this is what it shows up to show you this is a transparent background. First thing you need to do on this assignment is click the text tool and then click in your window, and the first one we're going to do is called drop shadow. And then once you're done, you notice down here the filters panel isn't on. All you do is click off, choosing maybe the arrow key or something, and then it pops up. Now you can use this color or you can choose any random color. It doesn't matter to me. Here, I'll change this to red. First thing you need to do is click the filter, shadow and glow, drop shadow, and then it changes. Now, you need to be sure to get rid of this extra space, because when this image is on a web page, you might want text right up under it or next to it. So you need to get rid of the extra space. I call it trimming the fat. So you can do it two ways. You can either use your crop tool and crop around it, or you can go, this is the best way because it trims everything. Modify canvas, trim canvas. There you go. Everything's gone, and it leaves everything of the shadow there. You're now ready to export your first image. All you need to do is go File, Image Preview, change the format to GIF, and then click the Export button. Once you do that, you need to create a new folder in your third 6 weeks folder by clicking that button, and you're going to name it with your period, last name, first initial, underscore, text effects. And then, if you did the drop shadow effect for your first image, you're going to call it drop shadow.gif, and make sure it's saved in this folder. Very important. Once you're done, hit export. Now, you're going to create several effects for this assignment. You're going to create drop shadow, inner shadow, glow, etc. So all these different files, when everything's said and done, are going to be named and labeled what they are to be displayed in a web page that we're going to create in part 2. So when you're done, click export. One note that I might add, as you'll see, most of your other different effects are all going to be in the filters except for one, and that's the gradient effect. Now let me teach you real quick how to do the gradient effect, because the directions are a little bit different. So I want to remove that drop shadow effect, and remember, as you do each different effect, you're going to have to label it what that is. Now the gradient effect, instead of using the filters, you're going to go to the colors on the toolbar where the paint bucket is and change it down to the gradient tool. What happens is, see these colors here? You click and drag, and it gradually changes from one color to another. If you don't like those colors, you can click in the fill bucket and change it to the white to black, red to blue, and whatever your preference is. Now, once this is ready, now each text is going to be a different size, so be sure you trim your canvas each time, and then export similar like you did the drop shadow before. Now, like I said earlier, when everything's all said and done, you're going to have your folder and all the different image files. And then the next step, after you created all your image files and they're all saved correctly as a GIF, you're going to create your web page in BBEdit. When you have BBEdit open, you're just going to go File, New, HTML Document, and you're going to title it Fireworks Text Effects, and then your name, like so. Following the directions on your document, it says create a centered level 1 heading, Fireworks Text Effects, and then create a level 2 heading with your name. So, H1 align equals center, text effects, level 2 headings. I need to fix that. And you won't put Mr. Coursey, you'll put your name. And then you're going to proceed to add image tags, one after another, and notice that's your file names of the images you created. And then you're going to have the description after it. One thing that's very important though is that you need to save this HTML file in the same folder with your other images. Now when everything's done, you preview it and it should look something similar to this. Now be sure to use your worksheet as a guide because it has what this looks like. So when you're done, everything should look exactly or pretty close to this. You can use your own color preferences. My main concern is that you learn how to do the different effects and you're able to import them into a folder and pull them up in a web page. And that's it.